The purpose of life is a life of purpose. We live in the world filled by constant distraction. There are unlimited activities floating around us at all times that can take our attention, and often the ones that screams the loudest win. A simple way to improve your life is to discover your own personal why. Most people live their life by focusing on what they have to do. The endless task continues to mount up, and we wonder why we never feel like we are ahead, why we are not getting there yet. It feels like we are sprinting on treadmill, just trying to keep up, and every task completed is quickly replaced by a new one. And this has become like any routine every day to day in our life activities. Every time we've been asked ourselves, and we've been watching people around us, what they are successfully done in their life, in their creations, because they know what they want to do. There is so many people in this life. They are a prime good example what they've been achieving and where they are heading for. And this life, it is all simply, there is many activities. You cannot ever measure yourself with any other model. All what you need to do is look at yourself into mirror and knowing what is your purpose of being in this life and what you want to achieve and what is your accomplishment you want to be. Life is not a simple word, and achievement is not a simple. Knowing your why, it is not something that you really need to bother about it. It's something that you need to feel in love with it. If you know what you want to do, if you know what you want to be heading for, if you have a reason and purpose, you will be one of the greatest leaders in this country. And you're going to be having that passion. You'll be having a motivations. You're going to be having that kind of inspirations every day because you know what are you heading for and you know what is your goal. And this is the beauty of this life when you know what is your why. But if you don't know your why, you've been feeling like you are a slave, being in your body, that cage, and you want to feel that something out there, you want to get your freedom and you will never get it because you've been only doing what you've been asking to be doing. Life is not that simple. Having a goal, that's not that simple because the first connection you need to contact is your own self. You need to look at yourself into the mirror and find who are you supposed to contact. You don't need a mentor for you to discover what is your why, what is your purpose in this life. You don't need to read books to know what is your why. You don't need to meet people to understand what you have to do to achieve. There is no book in this world can tell you what you can be in 5 years if you follow that instruction. There is only one book, which is you need to open your own book, which is from the deepest of your heart and understand what is your purpose. This is the life. This is the reality. This is what we need to understand. It is no more longer following others of their achievement, of their accomplishment. We need to follow ourselves and understand who we are.